Hi there. So I'm a few minutes late. Sorry about that. And also, we'll be changing the time of this soon, starting next week, because I have to start a different schedule. What I must do is, so my back is still hurting, so I have my pillows right there, and then I just finished my water, so that's the water thing. All right. Come on. Why? All right. Ooh, okay. Whew, that hurt. What if we do it here? No. What if we do it? Ish. Oh. Okay. All right. So I've been having trouble with the sound on Facebook Live. A lot of times my water's over there. Ow. A lot of times I'll be recording these, and then all of a sudden the sound stops. I have sweatpants on, so that's just the attractiveness that you saw right then. So the sound has been starts getting completely unsynced, and then it starts coming in and out. You can't understand what I'm saying, at least in my experience of it. I don't know if it's every video, but it's been a couple, like the one from last night that I was really, really happy about, and then I tried to watch it this morning to see what I said, because I said some pretty deep shit, and it was all messed up. I'm hoping that's just a on my phone thing. We'll see. Anyway, I'm exhausted, and I'm tired, and it's because I was up last night thinking about all this stuff that I talked about on the live that I did last night in the middle of the night. So I've been very stressed out. Something I think was interesting, like Walter said to me the other day, or said in front of me and then to me the other day, was that when all the stuff comes together and just seems like everything is happening at once, everything difficult is happening at once, that's a sign that something really great is about to happen. And I came to the conclusion that I agree. I mean, at first it was just kind of a wishful, oh, okay, great, I hope so. But I think when all these things happen to you all at once, and you start feeling overwhelmed, I'll speak for myself, and I start feeling overwhelmed, which is not infrequently. Sorry that the framing here kind of sucks, but whatever. Which is not infrequently, but I'm gonna have to put this down here. That's probably better, right? You see my sandwiches? So, I think, and I've been saying, it's funny how everything, I was saying this yesterday in my live, it's funny how everything comes together. So I think that's what we're going to talk about today, how everything works together. And I think that, in my life, this is my experience of it, it's so true that the things that have been happening all kind of have this incremental adding up that comes to certain points in your life. And looking back, I see a lot of that. Up to this point, and I'm sure that this is in preparation for something else. But sorry, I've been really trying to relax my muscles, and some of them are relaxed and some of them are not. So my back is still hurting, is basically what I'm saying. So I've been thinking several times in the past couple of months, with the running of this company, because it's so different. You know, it is different from what I'm used to doing, but I did try and start my own company a couple of times, and every time I was able to sit down day and night and work on what needed to be worked on. This time around, I'm more overwhelmed than I have been before, and I think that's because I know that this is going to work. Whereas before I was content with toiling in vain, which was it's really bizarre when I think about it, but I guess that's true. Anyway, with everything that's been happening, you know, I'm creating this company and I love it, and I love the people working for me, and I love the people I'm working with, and I love my clients. They're awesome. It's amazing. I love it. It is overwhelming. No, let's rephrase that, because that is a negative. That is a negative affirmation, right? So it feels overwhelming sometimes. It itself is not overwhelming. See how it's like, it really matters how you phrase these things? Yeah, so it seems overwhelming for me sometimes, and that leads to me not accomplishing everything that I need to accomplish to have the company run smoothly, which adds up to semi-crises like the one I'm at right now. And I know that I can get out of it. It's just gonna take forcing my way through this. Not forcing, I don't want to say, you know what it is? It's not forcing my, like, boom, like, it's not a matter of force. It's like, can I let go of all this stuff? All the stuff that's keeping me from moving forward. Can I get rid of that? If I move forward through it and I break it, it's still there, right? And it's gonna come back. I need to let go of it. But what I was saying about everything coming together, relatively often, the past year or so, maybe 2 year and a half, it doesn't really matter. I have thought to myself, like, I broke my brain. Like, I've broken my brain. Oh, come on, bug, get out of what? Stupid bug, don't get on my sandwich. So yeah, I feel like I broke my brain several times this year. And it's because I get to these points where I start feeling so stressed out. I put myself under so much pressure that I break my brain. Okay, come on. Oh, seriously, bug? What? No! There's like one little tiny fly that I haven't seen here ever. And now it's coming after my sandwiches. Okay, I have 2. So I'm glad I'm watching them now. So what would happen is, like, it would break and I would feel relief because I just couldn't, it was just basically too much. This is my theory, at least. It was just basically too much for me to handle, the stress, the pressure. And it's like, if I have to keep going, I can't feel this anymore. And honestly, I really do think in some ways I forget a lot now. I'm looking for a way to track things. Luckily, I have amazing people working for me, and they're really good at repeating the things that I like. Seriously, in the meeting today, I was like, what is Manishka doing? What is Navita doing? Where are we with this chapter? Where are we with this? Like, I would ask several questions like a couple of times, and they were all over it. Good people. I have really good people working with me. So I think that's happened several times now. Well, on the other side, it's like relaxation, because I just couldn't handle the stress anymore. And my body was like, and no. So all of those have kind of come to this point and I think this is the moment, right? This is the moment where I break through the final walls, right? I break up the final walls. Well, not final, because let's be honest, like life is a journey. Anyway, yeah, I think when things, you look back through life and you see things happening, you know, there's so much going on with me right now. And I'm not saying that there's not so much going on with other people. I'm just saying, like, the company, which I love again, but has been feeling too stressful. And I have not been functioning well under that pressure. Let's put it this way. I could function better under the pressure. And these are all something I'm talking about. These are all things that have come in patterns from my past. I can kind of see everything moving together. But I wish I could explain this better, because I'm really tired and my brain's broken. No, it's not. I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm really tired. I feel really tired. Okay. So, what am I trying to say here? There's the company and the part of the handling of the company that is triggering thoughts and feelings of stress, as though I'm like, and this is something I was talking about, like our body reacts as though it's a physical threat. And that's something I knew, but I kind of didn't really understand until I started breaking up this tension in my body and in my back that it was actually solid. Oh, there's part of it that's still there though. Solid tension, but I started breaking it up with this like a lacrosse ball, basically, just kind of rolling it around on my back and being able to feel the tension break up for like the first time in forever. And I think that's what's really one of the things that's contributing to this. We tense up as though these feelings and emotions were physical threats, and that also leads to, like I was talking about last night, the idea of terror at these sorts of things. It seems silly to be terrified of things like this. I mean, there's no bear coming after me. There's no saber-toothed tiger trying to eat me. It's just money. It's just really, these are not actual problems. I mean, they're problems. What's terrifying for me is the fact that I have to support a bunch of people counting on the money. And I have to find it. I have to find it, like, now. But that's okay. See, that's not the mindset to go into it with. That's not a useful mindset. What I want to do is help people, and I can do that through my company. I do that through my company. So anyway, so the stuff with the company and all the pressure I'm feeling there, the whole ex getting married thing, and the emotions I've been experiencing surrounding that, this thing with my housemate, which honestly is probably for the best. Let me close the door. I don't know who's here, but which is probably for the best right now. She's not talking to me. Okay. That's the way you want to do it. And she's kind of avoiding me. And now, since she's been doing that, I now avoid her because I don't really want to deal with it, which is fine. But there's that, right? So that means that actually in person, I have nobody to talk to. But that's okay because I have to be working. And then like I was talking to my mother. I went down to vote earlier this week, and I heard some very upsetting news, disappointing, in something my sister said to her, texted to her. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. But I won't get into that because whatever. Let me just say, my feeling about it, my side of it, is there's actually nothing that we did wrong. And she's telling herself something that's not happening, that didn't happen. But it's causing her to completely detach from her family and hate us. And we're all like, what? What's going on? What did we do? Because if there's something wrong enough to completely leave your family and be so pissed off that you won't even answer a text and not say something, like what the problem was, there was no... She texted something very upsetting. And there's the anger I feel towards her for that. But also sadness. Like, I feel sad for her. Really sad for her. That's generally the feeling I have for her. Except when I think about how it's affecting my mother. And then I'm pissed. I also feel bad for her kids. Anyway, I don't know if the second one's been born yet. None of us know. He was supposed to be born beginning of this month. We have no idea. We haven't heard from them for months. Okay, sorry. There's that. There's the roommate thing. There's the business. There's the ex getting married. There's the absolutely nobody to talk to. All of it is coming together. And I have, in reaction, felt so much stress and so much overwhelm that even though I'm being told what to do, it still confuses me. Like, it's a deer in headlights thing. And it's something that I've done my whole life. Deer in headlights. But it's this confluence of all these different things that have been leading up. You can see it in the back. So everything is coming together into this melee of, that's too happy a word for it, right? Into this concoction, this like bubbling thick brew of, that's not true either. It's just very dense. I don't know what it is, but it's dense. And it's on the verge of something bigger because I can feel my understanding expanding. And in some instances, my body relaxing. I need to go put my contacts in because I have an interview, Jen's Pen Lab interview later. But I'm also listening to Michael Singer, and that's giving me more perspective. I think the point that I'm trying to make in this Untethered Friday is that things happen for a reason. And that reason becomes clear later on, and not while it's happening. That's my chair. Yeah, I think that's really about it. I'm gonna eat my sandwiches. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. I'm excited about it. Anyway, from me to you, I'm gonna eat my tuna fish sandwich and say to you that you can always choose. Remember, these things happen for a reason, and I know it doesn't seem like it at the time, but there's a plan. Or at least it will work out in some way or another. Circular reasoning. So yeah, I'm just gonna remind you all that you can always choose to have a grateful day.